Hey guys, this is Yoda. In this video, we'll talk about the Turbo Boost that is happening this season, what it is, what's coming in a couple weeks, what's available now, and a couple tricks that I have found that to allow you to take advantage of that to gear your character a little bit faster. So firstly, what is the Turbo Boost? So Turbo Boost basically means Mythic and Heroic gear are both upgradable to more levels. So Mythic before the cap was 723, now it's 730. And Heroic gear was capped at 710, and now it's capped at 717. And it costs you 20 to 30 Gilded Crests to upgrade it every time. So right now, it's only the item level increase. Maximum item level increase. Crests are not uncapped. And dinars, or puzzling cartel chips, which you can use to buy raid items as long as you've killed the boss once, are not available also until October 21st or 22nd for EU. So what can you do now? So right now, what you can do is, if you've been hoarding crests, you can definitely spend them all this week. Ideally, you spend it on heavier items, so that's like your weapon, especially two-handed, but sword and shield also, weapon, chest, legs, helm, and trinkets, I would say, are highest priority to spend on. Also, you probably want to farm out this week's crest cap, like, the 90 crests you get every week for the week, or spend some rune crests if you want. You can also save them for a couple weeks, doesn't really matter. But ideally, you would be spending a bunch of crests and farming out your cap before you do anything hard. The main reason is, before, like, there was kind of a reason to save your crests for like a later week. Now there's not really a reason, or like maybe even wait for raid before you spend crests. Now there is no reason to wait because you have awesome upgrades that you can already do, assuming you have a mythic weapon and any mythic tier pieces. Those can basically just be sent straight to 730 as soon as you log in. I do say you can send them to 730 as soon as you log in. However, there is a trick you can do involving alts and the achievement Gilded of the Ethereal, which I assume most people are going to be getting assuming you've been playing, from the start of the season. Most people are going to have that pretty soon. Once you get the achievement Gilded of the Ethereal, what that means, it basically means you hit 720 on any character. Then once that achievement is on your account, if you have an item in that slot, let's say it's the weapon, let's say you have a weapon on another character, or in my case, let's say, since I haven't upgraded my pants yet, if I have pants on another character that are higher eye level than 723, then my pants are going to be discounted all the way up to whatever item level that is. So for my Brewmaster has 730 pants. So for me, it only costs 20 crests to upgrade my pants all the way up to 730. Obviously, I haven't farmed them yet, so I can't do that, but I will be doing that. However, my Brewmaster did not upgrade my trinkets first, so it costs 30 crests to upgrade my trinkets to 730. So what that means is you should actually play one of your alts, assuming you have the achievement. If you don't have the achievement, try to get the achievement on any character you can. But if you don't have the achievement, if you do have the achievement rather, it makes more sense to play an alt, farm out all of your crests on the alt, and then upgrade your key items on that alt first. Like, pay full price, your weapon all the way to 730, chest, legs, helm, whatever, everything to 730 that you can. At full price, so that your main, like the character you care about, for instance, a character you're pushing keys with or progressing the raid with, something like that, those characters can upgrade at a discounted price, so they'll have more crests basically saved up to spend on other stuff this week and next week, since we're not getting uncapped crests for 2 weeks. So you definitely should take advantage of that tactic. For me, that character was my Brewmaster. My Brewmaster is Omega overlevel since it was my raid prog character. But, we have had the raid on farm for quite a few weeks now. And I'm not really pushing keys with my Brewmaster, so I don't care as much if my Brewmaster is behind by a couple eye levels than it could be. So I basically spent all the crests, farmed out my weekly cap on my Brewmaster, and upgraded every important slot, just like all the tier slots and weapon. I didn't do trinkets yet, because I didn't have enough crests. But yeah, weapon and all the tier slots basically to 730 on the Brewmaster. So every other character I have is discounted going forward. Also, if you are progressing a mythic raid boss, or maybe trying to push some high keys, like use the keys that you got from last week, it does probably make sense for you to farm out this week's cap by like spamming 12s, or either spending rune crests, either way, and dump all of your crests before you can do so, before you do like actually do super challenging content. Because the power gain you get from upgrading your tier slots and your weapon to 730 is pretty massive. You probably want to get that in before you do stuff that challenges your character's power level. So yeah. Anyway, I believe that about covers everything. Just to summarize, number one, play your alt first if you have Guild of the Ethereal. Number two, crests are not uncapped yet, and we don't have dinars yet for 2 weeks. And number three, when you're upgrading, do prioritize those heavy items. Remember, weapon, shield, two-handed weapon especially, all the tier pieces and trinkets are probably going to be your highest priority. Generally, obviously, you could use a sim to figure out what's better and what's worse, but generally, that's a pretty good rule to follow. Also, the belt, you probably don't want to be using the Dell belt anymore if you have a mythic belt. Heroic belt, especially for Hunter, is like pretty close, I think. So we'll see how that goes for me. I think I might craft a belt next week. For now, I'm probably stuck with the Dell belt. But yeah, all right, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.